Hello, everyone. Thanks for being here with us once again on the Touch Not channel. My friend Kyle Nordahl is with me today. He's the drum major for the Colum Cille Pipes and Drums from Cape Cod, Massachusetts. Colum Cille is the name for St. Columba. I don't know if we want to call it a nickname or a name in another language for St. Columba. And
Yep.
I've had a lot of difficulties with this. I've got Kyle, I've got Colum Cille, I've got Cape Cod, I've got Columba. I've got a lot of C's to work on here.
Yep.
Kyle met me first up at the New Hampshire Highland Games at Loon Mountain a couple years back. Came up to the tent, shook my hand. Great guy, and I said, maybe we'll get together and tell me your story all about the pipe band and what happens, what it's like to be a drum major. So thanks so much for being here, Kyle.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting, I think, lately too, right? You've been the Christmas, is it a Christmas parade type of thing, and other holiday events have been happening,
Yep. The band's been busy. It's been a good time. It's a little bit of a slow period now. Then St. Patty's Day comes around and picks up. But
right?
we had Christmas parades. The band did a Chatham first night, more of like a concert type event on the
Oh,
Cape.
good. Yep.
It went well.
Yeah, I saw some of that. That's very nice. Look, very, very poignant. Very just it looked like something very nice to be able to participate in, and
Yeah.
very family oriented and very nice.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, it must be great to be invited to these things as a
Yeah.
band,
We've
I'm
been doing
sure.
that one for a while. We got a pretty solid. The gigs we do. We've been doing most of them for a long time.
Hmm.
And then the oddball one comes around and we do that, but we got a pretty good calendar of the same ones we do. We know the people, and it's a good routine.
Right. Well, that only, I'm sure, proves that the fact that you're a consistent band, you hold together, you do what you're supposed to do, and what they expect you to do is what you come to that day and you do it.
Yeah, we got to make them happy. Band,
Yep.
the band needs money. We got to pay for new instruments, reeds, drumsticks, drums, and teaching, and you know how it is.
Okay. Yep. So
But
Sandwich is the base of Colin Keel.
yeah, yep.
Okay.
We started in 2001.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, we started in 2001. We had split from another band
Oh,
just from band drama and stuff like that. We had our
oh,
own vision.
yep.
And
Sure.
then we've been doing our own thing. We've been killing it ever since.
Huh. Nice. Yeah.
Yep.
One of the things I was kind of thinking about this past week, and the lead up to this was whether or not something like you just said, but not quite, uh, on the lines of does anything ever happen like, hey, let's steal that drummer. He's good over there in that band. Let's talk that guy over here. I'm sure that's a little bit of a little bit of a thing that does happen here and there.
Oh, poaching? Yeah. Oh
Is
yeah.
that the word? Poaching.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We've poached some people. We've had some people poach from us.
Yep.
But it's been what can you do? People come and go and stuff like that.
And they wouldn't have been asked if they hadn't didn't have the stuff that the other band wants.
Yeah.
It's a compliment, really. It is.
Yep, it happens. We got a pretty good numbers. Over the years, numbers go up and down.
Yep.
But we got a good crew going. A lot of experience.
Have you been there right from the start?
Right from day one.
Wow, wonderful.
Yep.
Wonderful, Kyle. What about the Colum Keel title and things? Were you involved in the making of the name and such?
We came when we named the band Colum Kill. I was 11, so I didn't have too much say. I was there,
Okay.
but when you're 11, you're just like, man, I want to go home. I'm tired. But I had no idea. I'd stick with it this long. I'll be
Right.
36 this month, still in the
Yes.
band.
Okay.
So I was 11, but we chose it because we wanted to do, um, we wanted to have a mix of Irish and Scottish. So,
All right.
St. Columba's history going from Ireland to Scotland, it's
Yes.
just like a mixing of the two cultures.
Sure it
So
is.
we wanted something to kind of represent both.
Yeah, it does that
And
very nicely, actually. Yes, he had a foot on both shores. He certainly did. Half his life, literally just about half his life in Ireland, half his life elsewhere. That's what I'm reading.
yep, yeah, he was a like an Irish monk or abbot. I'm not sure real
Yep.
term, but then he spread to Scotland
Yes.
pretty early. They were still like the Picts, the ancient Scots,
Hmm.
and spread Christianity all through there, doing miracles and
Right.
doing his thing.
Yeah, I was reading that from the age of 25 to 32, he founded about 30 churches. This is before he left Ireland.
Yeah, a bunch of them.
Yep.
He came
Quite.
from a rich family too, I believe, and
Yes.
then chose that type of life.
Right. Yeah, as some of them did, I think it depends what you read about, but yeah, he actually, I suppose the legend says that he copied a book, and this led to an actual battle, an
Yep.
actual weapons battle, because he copied a book he shouldn't have or removed it from where it was, one of these things, and this was the impetus for him to leave Ireland, Kyle, correct?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got a cool history.
Yeah, so it's awful nice that you have this both. Plus the South Shore in Massachusetts. I'm sorry, everybody. If you don't know, this is huge Irish and Scots, of course, as well, down
Oh
there,
yeah.
and Sandwich is just below all that.
Yep.
Yeah, so wonderful tie-in, wonderful tie-in. I can see that now.
He's got a cool story too. He has the first written accounts of the Loch Ness monster.
Hmm.
One of his miracles was someone was getting attacked, one of his followers, and he was supposed to he banished it somehow,
Yep.
and that was his one of his first big miracles that he did.
Right. Yeah, and he established relations with King Bride of the
Yep.
Picts, and attempted to convert him, I guess. I think he did eventually much later, but
Yeah.
made some important inroads there,
Yep.
um, culturally and religiously, both.
Yeah. A lot
Um,
of cool history.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so that's great. I'm sure a lot of people are saying, "What the heck is that name on that drum there?" But now we know, folks. That's what you hear on the Tucson channel. We try to get the in-depth story on these things.
Yep. Colum Cille. We've had every type of pronunciation you could imagine,
Right.
and we've seen the name butchered, but most of the time they get it right.
Yep. So drumming the whole time from 11 or maybe before even.
Yeah, I started. I was probably I can't remember if I started what year exactly, but it was 98 ish, something around there.
Hmm.
And then always drumming. My only choice growing up was if I wanted to play the drums or the pipes, and I
Ah,
chose the drums.
oh, okay.
So my grandmother was a piper. My grandfather was a piper.
Wow.
My uncle played the pipes, and I was like, I'm going to play the drums. So I chose the drums, and I'm glad I did.
Oh, this is wonderful, Kyle.
Yeah.
What family, what sort of is there any clan involvement or any kind of that thing in your family or?
Oh yeah. So my Scottish ancestry is through my mom's side, and let's see, my mom's grandfather, he was Clan Hunter,
Ah,
and he played in the Argyll and Sutherland pipe band.
hmm,
He was in the military over there, and he moved here. My mom lived over there for a little while. I can't remember the exact years they
hmm.
moved back, but they lived in Scotland for a while.
Ah,
And then my mom's grandmother, there are MacDonald of the Isles.
ah,
And that branch of my family were sort of the group that came to Nova Scotia and
okay,
then kind of traveled down.
sure,
I still have a bunch of cousins up in Nova Scotia.
sure. I, yeah, when I was about 15, I traveled up there for a McDonald wedding
Oh, it's awesome.
at a little place called Mabu on Cape Breton. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a
beautiful.
cool place.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. We have mostly McDonald and then a little, like intermarrying. There's a little McLeod influence and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Small communities back there, you know what I mean? So there was McLeod and I think Urquhart. But I
Yes.
really just count McDonald. That's like my main
Yep.
one.
Yeah.
My grandmother remarried to a man named Ian Anderson. So I don't have any genetic links to Anderson, but he was a really good guy. So I count that one.
Hmm. Yeah.
The Anderson tartan's awesome too. That's one of my favorites.
It is a nice one. I think I know the one.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
blue. Yeah, I think that's all the clans I'm related to.
It must be quite a thing coming up from the age that you did till now, seeing other, well, 11-year-olds right now, for instance, perhaps in the band.
Yeah,
You were there, they're there now. It's got to be a thing that a true a true gem to see this happening.
yeah, it's really cool. We try to. Our main thing is teaching kids. We have a lot of kids in the band. We consider ourselves, there's competition bands. We're more, we'd say we're like a teaching band. It's kind of our main goal, teaching the Scottish arts and
Okay.
instruments and stuff like that. Um, we
Oh,
have a lot of kids now, and they've grown older. And I'm like the poster boy example for it.
okay.
And it's funny because like we have we have a bunch of them, and they're so talented. We have Cam, he'd be on stage at Harpoon, which I think one year it got to like 9,000 people that day. And so
Really?
they're all cheering for him. He's like 11, 12 up there.
Yep.
And that used to be me. And now they get all the attention. Like I lost my spotlight. Now I'm old and nobody cares about me anymore. And it just keeps changing. Then there'll be like Cam will
Right.
age out of it. And then another kid will come and take the spotlight. It's funny. It's cool to see.
Yeah, well, you're there for them to look at where they're going, Kyle, and you had someone then as well, I'm sure, like that. And
Oh, yeah.
this is how it keeps rolling, my friend,
Yep.
right?
Oh, I love seeing it. Yeah. It's awesome. I love it.
It keeps the culture in our minds and in our families and in our hearts, correct?
Yeah. We got to
You know?
teach the new generation.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great. And the Scottish Arts group that I talk about sometimes that it does the dancing and piping and drumming and all
Yeah.
and fiddling. I often talk about the fact that it gives young people a structure, helps them, perhaps relate to others of their own age that are going through other similar struggles, trying to practice and get better and this and that. It's a similar to like scouting might be or other pursuits,
Yep.
sports, of course. They
Hmm.
give someone a framework, something you used to say, keep them busy, keep them off the streets,
Yeah.
it's a societal thing that they learn to cooperate with others in groups.
Yeah. Absolutely. I was the same, when you're young, like when I started, I remember they'd have to like drag me to parades and stuff, but now
Yeah,
I love it. Now I live for St. Patty's Day
yeah,
and getting out in that cold weather and
I can see that.
marching.
I can see that. Yeah, I was just about to say, why don't we try to say a little bit about some weather challenges you've been through over the years and things.
Yeah, we've had some rainy, cold ones. Uh, I've been pretty lucky. I've been a drum major for the last few years now, and I definitely have the easier role in the rain, like in the cold. I don't have to worry about my fingers cramping up.
Okay.
The
All right.
Pipers have it worse,
Ah,
but
hmm.
it's not bad. The coldest parade I think I ever did. My daughter must have been 3 years old, and we brought her. Her and my wife had to stay in the chase vehicle behind the band because it was like I don't know, it was like zero. It was hovering right around zero at Newport. We had the
Wow.
wind coming off the ocean.
Yeah,
It was brutal. That
man.
was the worst. We were wearing rain capes just to add like another layer. It
Yep.
wasn't even raining, just to keep
Yep.
the wind off and stuff.
Right.
That was the worst one I ever did. My favorite parade. It was the coldest parade.
Yep.
Lots of stuff. Playing the drums too was easier in the rain, I think, than the pipers. But because we would have like we cut the fingers off some gloves, and it kind of
Oh,
helps.
sure.
The pipers do that too, but I think we got a little easier. And
Yep.
we have it's like a little head stretchy hair net that goes over the drum head
Okay.
to keep the rain off and stuff. That's a
Right.
godsend. That thing,
Yeah.
whoever invented that,
Right.
saved a lot of drum cores.
God. Yeah, you people go through an awful lot. I'm telling you, if somebody just if we showed up sometime and nothing was there, we said, "Where the hell are they?" Oh, they went home. They didn't want to get wet. That doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Dedication.
Yep. The That's kind of why I chose the drums too. I made the right choice. I think it's a little easier. The pipers, they got to warm up forever before
Mhm.
they play, and then when they're done, all the moisture in the bag and the drones can really mess with it.
Yep.
My snare, I can just towel off and put it in the case and done.
Yes, I learned a little bit over the last couple of years about what can happen in the humidity and the temperature
Yeah.
to a set of pipes.
Yep.
Even just walking out in the sunshine can change the tone of a thing for someone who's
Yeah.
competing that day. As a solo competition, that was actually, which matters much more than someone walking down the street in the pouring rain, I'm sure.
Yep.
Of course it does. But I was astonished to think that someone could come out of the shade and then have to wait, maybe wait a few minutes or make some kind of adjustment. I don't know if it's in their mouth or their fingers or what they do, but make
Mhm.
some kind of uh, a notation in their head that it's warmed up a little bit. I better do this or that to
Yeah.
compensate for that.
Yeah. It's a lot of work. It's like a lifestyle instrument,
Hmm.
and they can have it. I love playing the drums, but I don't know if I want to play the pipes. I love being in the band, but thank goodness for them.
Yep. Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about support people or something. You've got like you talked about what do you say, chase vehicle or a vehicle that helps you out, and
Yep.
can you
We
say a
call
little
it
bit
this.
about that, what goes on with that?
We call it the sag wagon,
Okay.
and it's we have like a lot of the kids in the band, and a lot of their parents will volunteer.
Hmm.
Uh, Shout out to Mark if he ever sees this. Mark is always driving it, and
Okay.
they'll have water, and they pop out when we stop in parades and pass
Oh,
out waters. And
there you go.
if anyone gets a little too hot, we throw them in the van,
Yep.
and we keep on going.
Yep. A little too wet, you dry them off, whichever the case is.
Exactly. We have same thing. Other parents who carry, we have like a big banner that says the band name. It's just a big pole.
Oh, sure.
The banner carriers, they'll be
Yeah.
in the van too.
Okay.
It's a great strategy. We got a lot of kids, so sometimes we do like the Orleans Fourth of July parade,
Uh-huh.
and it's smoking hot.
Hmm.
So if anyone's having a tough time, right in the van, nice cold
Yep.
water,
Right.
good to go. Or if they're freezing cold, like at Newport,
Yep.
in the van.
So many parades too. I'm learning now. Like we we were at the hometown Plymouth one.
I've heard of that one. Yeah.
Yeah. I know last year they got pretty wet in that one, and um
Yep.
that's always an iffy one for people, I'm sure. It's always a just a dedicated. I always have to say when I watch that one on TV each year that what dedication that these folks have in those bands. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yep. I would say our main ones are, that the Newport St. Patty's Day parade. Um, we're doing that this year. The Orleans one, we've done that for a very long time, and you get to know the people.
Yep.
So how they like to do it. This easier communication and stuff.
Okay. So Newport, Rhode Island, folks, right?
Yeah.
In Orleans, Mass on Cape Cod.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Right. What I would say down the Cape.
Yeah.
You don't go to the Cape, we go down the Cape.
Down in the Cape. That's right.
Yeah, that's how it is in Massachusetts, anyways, according to me.
Yep.
Yep. And the parents, of course, the parents of all these people, your parents at when you were 11, this is a talk about support troops, the parents included.
Oh, they're a huge part of the band. Huge part. The unsung heroes.
Yes,
Yeah, we need them.
absolutely. Some former band members, some perhaps not ever, and their child is now wanting to do this, and they're and
Yep.
they're in it.
Absolutely.
Yep. Like any soccer parents would be their band parents.
It's a community. It's a village.
Yep.
So it's a good time.
Right. And you're making people smile and just love this thing. You really are. Without these bands and these parades, I mean, I'm sure there's many other parts of it that someone's going to say, "Hey, what about me?" I'm sure that happens, but
Yeah.
um, to me, these bands they're just it, and they're the lifeblood of it. They have been all my life,
Yep.
and you got me in a
I can't
great.
get away from it. Every year I'm like, I'm tired. I'm working too much. Is this going to be my last year? It never is. It never is. I can't go anywhere.
Right,
I can't get away from it. It's too much fun.
right. So competitions, Kyle. Let's talk
Hmm.
about that a little bit, and rather than the parade track, we did that pretty well. What do you think about competitions?
Uh, we definitely compete. I'm not a huge competition guy. I'm trying to see which ones we're
Okay.
doing right now. The band's hoping to do the New Hampshire indoor games,
Ah, yes.
Glasgow
Manchester.
lands, and Loon, and maybe another one, but I don't want to say which one in case we don't
Sure.
do more. But those are the three big ones that we do.
Okay.
Um, there's a lot of drum major competing. I never got super into competition. I did a lot of, a little bit of snare competing when I was a kid,
Yep.
and it's fun. It's a big commitment, and I don't know. We're a very flexible band. We have like the crew of people who do like to compete, and then the ones who don't. So we take, all types of members and stuff.
Right.
But the band's definitely competing, and they love it.
Yeah.
Loon's my favorite, but you know that. I've told you that when we met. I love it.
Yep.
That's like the highlight of my year. I don't compete, but I'm there and just supporting, lending my ear, you know, tuning everybody up, watching everybody.
What I like, Kyle, about the indoor thing, it's at the Manchester High School this year, right?
Yeah.
Again, Manchester, New Hampshire. I don't know the date. I'm sorry. It's in April, though, I'm sure. The thing I like about that is it helped me learn quite a bit about, uh, not as much as you know, of course, but about the competitions and things because it
Uh-huh.
is indoor, because it is a microcosm of competition
Yeah.
compared to something like Loon or Glasgow. I'm trying to figure out what's going on there, where the hell over there in the field, whatever it is. But this, within the school business on that day, these years they've been having it, it helped me just, like I say, study it a little closer in dancing and other things, the
Yep.
little parameters that they look for to score people on. I learned a little bit more about that on that stage than I would have in a field when they're way off somewhere
Yeah.
away from me.
Yeah. It's hard at Loon. There's a lot going on. You want to watch all the competitions. They have that big parade ground,
Yep,
and then there's a competition on one side, another one on the other.
yep,
So there's always like I want to watch them, but I want to see them at the same time. I always run into that.
yeah, yeah. A lot of overlap there.
Yeah.
Tough to get a study on one particular thing.
Right.
Um, and Glasgow Lance is my favorite. I should say one of my favorite. It's the first one I've ever at. The first one I ever went to find out what clan I was at and just start to learn all about this when I had my own children then.
Yeah.
So I didn't know anything about this as long as you have all your life.
Yep.
Right.
Awesome.
We all find it out in different ways and celebrate it the same now that we found it out, though, don't we?
Yep. Exactly.
Um, yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I'm
love
so
it.
I'm so glad you came over to the tent a few years ago there, Kyle.
Yeah, we
Um,
were doing that I think it was the drum corps competition that we were warming up for.
Probably.
And I was like, that's Ray from that channel. I would watch some of your Loon videos and
Yep.
all the other Highland games. You get
Right.
to live like my dream life going to all of them. That's like if I had more time and travel, and that's what I'd be doing.
Ah.
So I was super excited. I saw your film and I was like, I gotta go see him after.
Yep. Yeah, this guy came over the tent. He was dressed like you'd not believe to the
Yep.
nines. I
Yep.
didn't want to even touch anything in case I messed up his scoring or something. Oh my gosh. And
Yep.
yeah, you were so appreciative about the channel. I like that very much, and I thank you for that once more.
Oh, no problem. We
But
appreciate the good publicity, get the name out there and meet more people.
yeah, and thank you for coming on today. I decided to try to fill in the winter time with a lot of different sundry topics here and there, not really related to each other in any way. And this is what you're a part of,
I
Kyle.
love it. I'm glad to be a part of it.
Yeah, yeah. So the Harpoon Brewery thing must have been quite a day, huh?
Yeah. That is our, or I should say was, we actually just found out they got rid of that event.
Oh,
So that was heartbreaking. And we've been doing that event. I I don't want to say the wrong amount of years, but almost since the beginning of Colum Cille.
hmm.
Um, so that's a bit of a bummer. But life goes on. We had like 20 something years of doing it, and we killed it every year. That same weekend now is going to be the Newport parade.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. So we'll be down in Newport this year.
For the
But
St.
that
Patty's
was that
Parade.
was the best at Harpoon. We got a lot of videos, a lot of fond memories. It was funny, like when COVID happened, they had the concert at Harpoon, and then like within a day or two is when they decided on total lockdown.
Mm.
So
It
it
was
was
right
like
at St. Patty's Day, yes.
yeah, it was like the final event, in Boston before all the nonsense happened.
Right. Yeah, I remember that as well very clearly because a friend of mine's birthday is the 17th and he had a big party planned and he had to cancel it for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, to me, it's St. Patty's is when COVID started.
Yep. Yeah, we
Exactly right on it. Yep.
just barely got that one in.
Right. I talked to just for a second today to Paul Ritchie, another drum major friend of mine that you know.
Yeah,
Told him
Paul's awesome. He's taught me a lot.
he said you're a great guy, and he said he's glad you're coming on here with me. So
Oh, I love Paul. Yeah, he's taught me a ton. Um,
McDonald also.
yeah, another big McDonald. Yep.
Yeah.
I know you were asking me, do I have a mentor or stuff for drum major? And
Yes.
I'd say the two big ones are probably Billy Jordan and Patty Nesco.
Oh,
They hold the seminar that I go to. That's where I see Paul in the spring.
okay.
And that's where they're kind of like the two big names, and they train everybody, sharpen everybody up
Hmm.
for the upcoming season.
Ah,
And Paul and Oxcara,
yes. I know the
they're
names.
awesome. They've both taught me a lot of stuff.
Where
I'm a
does
big
that take
fan of all
place?
of them.
Where does that take place, Kyle?
It's in Connecticut,
Oh, okay.
and I forget the name of the town. Um, I don't know. I don't go to Connecticut too often.
And it's just the
It's
drum
like New Haven
major.
area.
Oh, okay.
They have a little seminar there, and the hotel's nearby, and we go out and train, and just kind of they sharpen us up.
Right.
I try to hang with them. I can't hang with Paul and all of them. They're real good.
So
They-
workshop, you might call it or something.
yeah, big
Okay.
workshop. They all compete. So and so I'm more like a parades and having fun kind of guy, and they're
I
like
see.
just as sharp as could be. I can barely I can barely hang. You know what I mean? I feel like the amateur when I'm hanging out with Paul and
Oh, come
all
on.
of them. They're awesome.
He ran through a little bit with me last year at Loon about having his buttons all down through his tie and his
Yep.
sporin in the middle and the
Yep.
even the tartan and the flashes the right way within the hose and all that.
Yep. Yeah, there's a
Um,
lot to it.
yeah, yeah, pretty cool stuff. Yeah, I never thought of it that some people just don't are drum majors. They don't compete against others. They're the drum major for their band, and that's what they do. And
Yeah.
right, I see.
Yep. They just compete in drum majoring, and the band can compete separately. It's interesting. You wouldn't think the pipe bands would be so competitive, but it is competitive. I tried to explain it to some of my friends, and they're like, "What do you mean you compete against other bands? Like it's a huge like
Right.
fight?" And I'm like, "It's not like a fight, but it's very competitive. It's definitely a unique like small community."
Yeah. Yeah, it's so neat. I've been learning a lot about different aspects of the Highland Games over the last 2, 3 years, and this is one of them. There's just so many down little details to these things, and I just love to pick them all apart and learn all I can about them,
Yeah.
whether it's the athletics or the music or the dance or, the food, you name it.
Yep. Yeah, I
Um,
love it.
Absolutely. Yeah, I myself also was very scratching my head about what are they competing about anyway? They're all marching in line. They're pretty much all the same to me, but that's just once you're in it, and then
Yeah.
uh, that's just what it is.
There's a lot. There's like dress and deportment is a big, factor for the band. It's a big factor for drum majors too.
Okay. Yes.
And that's how you look. Make sure your uniform's all tight and squared away, and then obviously, how you sound, stuff
Yep.
like that.
Right.
Um, I know for when drum majors compete like individually, if there was ever a tie, the dress and deportment would be the deciding factor
Hmm.
because it's the biggest factor of I'm basically there to look good and get attention,
Right.
draw attention to myself. So you got to look good.
And you might have to give up smiling so much, Kyle. I think that might be a problem for yourself.
Yeah, I know. Yep.
Yeah, you really gotta look like you lost your last friend out there a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, you got to be serious, straight face, looking straight. I can't be looking around. I get distracted easy. I start looking at the crowds, but I got to stay. I got to
Yep.
remind myself all the time. Stop looking over there. Stop looking at all the people.
Yep.
When we're doing parades, there's people everywhere. And they're all like, they're dancing around, having fun over there. You want to look, but I got to always remind myself, stay looking forward.
Right.
It's tough.
On a
There's,
like I was saying to Paul, you're on a mission, right?
yeah,
Like a
yep,
horse, like a plow horse with those blinders, just
yeah.
straight down that road.
I need a set of those.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, I watch videos like of the van, and I'll be like, I see myself, I see my head start to turn. I'm like, what was I doing?
Mm.
Why? It's embarrassing. I try to be as professional as I can, but oh
Yep.
well. All I
Yeah,
can do is try.
those guys are out there competing. I think it's not raining for them. It's not sunny for them. It's not anything for them. It's
Yeah.
just the job,
Yep. They're good.
the
I
job
felt
to
like
do.
that at Loon this at 2025. That was the first year I got to go be a drum major during the mass bands.
Okay.
And I was right next to Billy Jordan and Patty Nesco, so I was super nervous. I was like sucking my gut in, trying to stand tall, rigid,
Right.
and that was nervous. I was nervous then. That was rough, but it went well. I had a really great time.
That's wonderful.
Yep, good time.
That's good. Yeah, I think we've only got about maybe 6, 7 minutes left here, Kyle.
Oh, no problem.
I think we've been doing pretty well here though.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm on the channel.
Good,
I feel like a celebrity now.
good. I I may come up to the Manchester one now that you'll be there. I wasn't sure if I'm going to make it this year, but maybe I'll meet
Yeah,
you up there for this. It was nice at the other school. This one is good too. It's nice and roomy in there.
right.
Um, interesting to have it in there. It really is. It's pretty neat.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
You know what they used to have too? Did you ever go to the Rhode Island Highland Games back in the day?
Richmond a few times, yes.
Yeah, this one I missed that one. I used to go to that one a lot. That was a great, simple little competition in Highland Games and stuff.
Yes.
That was cool.
Yep.
That was a
Yeah.
good one. There used to be one in Sandwich, but that was a long time ago.
Oh, I was there once, Kyle.
Yeah,
In '07, I think, or 10.
yeah, that sounds about right.
I have the little well, the ribbon for my flag.
Yeah,
The Cape Cod Scottish Festival with the Highland Light Society.
yep,
Yes, it was at a
yeah,
schoolyard. And yeah, I was sorry to see that go. I really was.
yeah. We've lost a few good ones, unfortunately,
Hmm.
in a couple of events. But
Yeah, I was going to say Falmouth, but that might have been Sandwich.
yeah, yeah, I think it was Sandwich.
Yeah.
And then the band went to the main Highland Games this year. I didn't make that one, but the band went to it.
Okay.
That was a cool one. I gotta go. I gotta go this year. I missed it last year. I'm gonna go check that out.
Oh, good. Yeah, they
They
went
had a great time up there.
back to 1 day again this year, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't get up to the 2 day one this year.
Mm.
But so you're usually at Glasgow lands.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Good. Yeah, it's a wonderful one. It's spread out, but everything's very accessible. You can walk around, you can get sun, you can get shade,
Yeah.
anything you want, really, really close there.
Have you been to the Grandfather Mountain Highland Games? I think
Yes,
you have,
twice.
right?
Twice, yes.
That's one I really want to go to. Th-
Yeah, it's a wonderful one. It's tough logistically a little bit though. It's up on a mountain, just like it sounds.
Yeah.
Um, I think there's one road up in there with buses and things, and it's a little bit tough, but I think it's worth it. But I would say that when I did go there, both times I was very much welcomed by the group that invited me there, I should say. So I was pretty much driven in there even in things, and I was able to park easily at
Nice.
another time, that kind of thing. So
Yeah.
they did pay something to get the parking spaces and other things. So that went smooth for me, but I can see that it might be tough for the masses.
Yeah. That's always parking's a pain, especially at Loon. I know a lot of people got to take the shuttle in to Loon and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Yeah, that can be tough.
Yep. Yeah, but grandfather is worth it. Absolutely. I think even if it's a once in a lifetime thing for you, I think it's worth it to do.
Yeah, I got to make it down there. I got some family down there now. I think I'm going to try and
Oh,
do
good.
like a one trip, see everybody, go there
Yep.
type of thing.
Good. I got to get down there. Everyone keeps asking me to get down to that one and a bunch of southern ones and stuff, and I haven't yet, but everyone keeps knocking on my door about it.
Yeah, they have a enormous Scottish population down there,
Mm,
I'm told.
yes.
Yeah, I got to go check it out.
Yeah, if you look at any of the old maps, right, in the mid 1700s, this is where they all flowed into,
Yeah,
early 1700s actually. Down what they call the I was going to say the Great Wagon Road, and a few, that's one of the terms they use, into the Shenandoah Valley and all that,
yep,
and then spread out from there. Yes.
yep.
Um, yeah, I think it's the most Scottish population in the country actually is right around in there
Yeah, I
with their
believe it.
grandfather. Yeah,
Yep. I was down in Savannah, Georgia one time, and we were at a bar,
beautiful.
and the bar we were talking about St. Patty's Day, and being from the Boston area,
Yeah,
I was like, you guys know nothing. We have the biggest St. Patty's Day festivals ever.
right.
And it turns out Savannah, Georgia has like the largest St. Patty's Day festival parade ever.
Really?
I was
Huh.
blown away.
I never heard of it.
Yeah, they go huge. I think it's because you can have an open container. People party and you can walk around and drink. But
Oh, okay.
there's a lot of Scots and Irish there too. It's just a great place to party and
Right.
have fun. But it turns out Savannah won. They have the biggest St. Patty's Day parade.
Oh
I'll have to
man.
catch that one too.
Yeah. Well, this has been great, Kyle. I think we're gonna have to sign off in a
No problem.
in a minute or so here. Thanks so much for coming on. I appreciate it very much. It's been a wonderful talk. It really has. Just everything I thought it would be.
Awesome. Glad I lived up to it.
Good. And hello, everyone at Colum Cille. Thanks for lending me, Kyle. Appreciate your time and especially the way you've blended Irish and Scottish with Colum Cille, with St. Columba's Story as the name of the band. I think that's wonderful, as well as the culture here in southeastern Massachusetts.
Yeah. Oh, anytime.
It really
I'm glad
does.
to have someone to talk to about it.
Yeah, you really brought to life for us the culture, the society of a pipe band.
Yep. I love it. You got to keep it going, keep teaching new people and having a good time, showing people how fun it is.
All right, good enough. Have a good night for yourself, Kyle. Thank you.
No problem, Ray. Thanks for having me.
All righty. Touch
See ya.
not everyone. Bye bye.
See ya.